Well, welcome back to another highlights, and of course Paris Masters Indoor Tournament. You can see Fazan versus Venue starting off, and we're straight into the match play. Good serve out wide from me there. Good start on my serve, and another serve down the tee this time. Venue with a bit of a fortunate backhand return, just dropped short. We're in a little racket shake from him though. A little bit fortunate, but he made contact as a pretty good serve. That's a second serve into the forehand of Venue here down the middle. Flying in to win is okay by me, and then we trade forehands down the line. Good depth by me. Against short ball, Venue's going to get to that drop shot though, and he digs it down the line, and I don't do well enough. That was really good defensive work from Venue there, really good. To get up there and good depth. I didn't do enough with the drop shot. I get short ball here, and I go forehand down the middle. Should have gone down the line and finished with the point, and then I miss an easy drop shot opportunity, and you can see me screwing up myself there. Classic. Forehand by me on return in the middle, forehand by Venue as well. Just trading forehands, and I go wide. I was spraying the ball around a little bit in this match, to be honest with you. Wasn't feeling my ground strokes as much as I normally would. The serve was okay, as Venue just hits a drop shot here, and I think a little approach down the line deep into the corner, so that's pretty tough for Venue to deal with there. Probably should have done a bit better with the drop shot, Venue in there. In terms of just execution, forehand to forehand trading here. And I've gone down the middle and a backhand from Venue, that beautiful one-hander, and I make a massive mistake on the backhand into the base of the net. Should do better with that backhand, just didn't shape up correctly. And a decent return by me down the middle of the forehand, well struck, and trading forehands here. And drop shot by me, and Venue gets that nicely good backhand, but look at this lob by me. Oh yeah, Alcaraz is in the house. Venue, I think, could have struck that approach a bit better, probably a bit more angle on it as well. I read it and just kind of camped in that ad corner. That's another drop shot by me. Venue gets that. That's a really good get reverse drop shot. I mean, that is incredible defensive work from him there. Although the drop shot was pretty good, it was actually spinning away from him as well. Hit the tram line, and trading forehands here after a good return from me. And I actually had 4 juices I had a juice on each of the first 4 games of Venue's serve. At least a juice. I broke him in the first game, and then you can see another drop shot. Well, it's a miss hit really on my return. Drop short, and then I do well with the lob. Good touch by me, but a bit fortunate with the start of that point. You can see here trading a lot of long games. And I only actually ended up breaking Venue once on his serve in the first set. He broke me back actually, and then I was actually sorry, I did break him back late on in the set. I think I was serving for the set of 5-4, and I didn't close it out. I went to a tiebreaker, and I'll tell you when it's a tiebreaker and tell you who won in a second. But yeah, good forehand, 7 forehand combined by me there. That was decent. Happy with that. Second serve here by me. And get the short ball, put it away down the line. That's better, like more clinical by me as well. Forehand cross court. Venue a lot better in this match defensively. Good depth. Just making play the extra ball. Stuck to a game plan. And that's a really bad forehand by me. Completely miss hit. And yeah, not ideal. Definitely not as consistent as I would normally be on my ground strokes. Partly down to the fact that Venue was playing, I think, some really good tennis in terms of depth of ground strokes, making a lot of balls as well. Good share. That's good forehand return on me there down the line. I don't mind that. And a slice here. The short ball Venue should put it away. Goes into out with the forehand. And I missed the lob opportunity. Forehand down the middle. And I'm going to trade. No, I've got Rublev with a cross course. That's a good forehand by me. Well struck. Take it. Good serve down the tee by Venue. Should do better on the return. I'd say good serve, but got a racket on it, so I should have made it. That's another good serve by Venue. Gets a short ball, is coming forward. No slice from me down the line. Looked good, but I think it just drifts long. But better slice, no real loop and air on it. It was a kind of knife-like slice. Good backhand on the line. Look at that beauty of a one-hander by Venue. Good by Venue even. Good forehand cross by me. And then I go down the line. And again, you can see I'm not in the right position there. My balance isn't correct when I go long. Trading from the ad court here, me with the into out forehand, then try to go into in, just gone wide, and normally I'd make those forehands, and it just wasn't quite happening for me. I just thought keep that one in there. That's me trying to go down the tee, missing like quite a bit, but hitting the camera, so you can see a little interesting angle there. Then a good second serve and forehand on the line by me. Too much for Venu there, but yeah, there were some long games, especially on Venu's serve, and I felt like I should have won the set, but he did really well to kind of be clutch on his serve in the end in a lot of points. Some points I should have done better, other points he served well or played out the point nicely, and then he did well to get to the tiebreaker. Good forehand by me cross court, and he just played some really consistent deep tennis from the baseline. Made a lot of returns as well off my serve, and he faced my serve more than anyone. That's a good set out wide by me there. Couldn't really do much with that Venu. And he made a lot of returns, especially in the backhand corner. He made me hit a lot more backhands than I would normally have to as well. And again, look, there we go. Came to the net nicely. The Venu was coming to the net a lot more. His approach was also better. Approaching my backhand with some quality, and my backhand wasn't good enough there. That's better by me. Good backhand cross on me. It's clipped the tram line in an ad court exchange, but yeah, my backhand is not as good as my forehand. That's just, that's just the way it is for most club players as well. And that's a good set on the tee. I think that's unreturnable, it is. And yeah, especially when it's rushed and someone's coming to the net, then obviously you have to pass them. It needs to be quality. That's good from Venu. We trade in from the juice side, and he opens up on the in-to-in backhand. Beautiful one-hander. Didn't do enough for me with the forehand cross-court there. Just opened up a lot of court for him to aim at, and he obliged. That's a good forehand though by me, winner. Kept the baseline, I think, with that forehand on the line. Courts, we're playing, of course, we're playing indoors as well, so the courts are quite quick here in this indoor centre, or the LTA centre, so the courts are really high quality. And look at that in-to-in approach shot by me, Venu with a really good forehand cross-court pass, and I knew it was coming as well. Should have done better, I think, coming to the net, but also I think the approach should have been better by me, in honesty. This is serve volley, I think. Yeah, good serve volley. I was happy with that point. I'm happy to start coming forward more with my serve. I've got, as I said, a relatively big serve for a club player, so it's just one of my strengths. That's a really good return though there from Venu. Look at that. I mean, into his backhand side from the hand. It's a beautiful one-handed return. And serve volley again from me, and I think that comes off again. So from the juice side. From the outside Venu, especially when I'm going to the backhand, sometimes it is a very, very good return. When he strikes that return well, it's difficult, right? Because I'm used to the ball coming a lot shorter. So when it goes deeper, it can be a bit of a shock, and that's good from Venu there. Just coming up to the short slice from me, and just pushing that forehand into the forehand corner of mine, anyway, onto the juice court. And look at that beauty of a one-hander by Venu, and then I just slap that forehand cross court. He gets a bit fortunate with a miss hit, and I don't do well enough, and I smack the net in frustration. Oh dear, channeling my inner Nick Kyrgios there. And yeah, we get into an ad court exchange here. I get a short ball, and yeah, nice composure. That's better from me. That was something that I was definitely missing throughout this hit at times. We played, I think it was a set and a half maybe, because we all kicked off after the 2 hours. But and the first set was really long, and that's good forehand by me. Venu doesn't get that. No, he doesn't. So that was better from me, just latching onto a short ball, dictating with the forehand. But yeah, I just wasn't super consistent in a lot of the rallies, I think, and I said, yeah, not feeling it as much. That's a great forehand by me though, into out. Venu can't get there. That's better by me. A second serve into the forehand of Venu. Great returns. He's right down the line into my backhand corner. Good depth by Venu. Doesn't hit the ball super hard, but good shape and depth is the key there. Drop shot by me, and actually I get away with it because when he gets there, it's a little bit awkward for him, but he probably would be thinking he should have done better there, and I would agree with him. He did all the hard work to get there. A decent set on the tee from him, gets a slightly shorter ball, goes into the forehand. It's a lob by me. I made it. It's a great lob by me. Probably should have done a bit better, but they kind of pushed that forehand into the court. Could have put a bit more mustard on it, a bit more pace on it. That's good into out return on my forehand side. I'm at the net now. It's a volley on my backhand, and Venu goes to the lob. I see it's coming, so I start tracking back. I find a good angle to finish at the point of the forehand. That's a pretty good point from both of us. You can see backhand cross court by me, good return, good depth. Look at that from Venu. Great defensive +1 shot on his serve. Gets a short ball as I go drop shot, and then I go lob and I win the point. But Venu didn't do a lot wrong there, to be honest. It was a good return by me, and then he did well to go deep down the middle to get to neutral straight away. Could easily be on the back foot, and then I hit a pretty good drop shot, to be fair, lob. And here he's just got the net core, I think, there, Venu, and then passes me. I actually get a racket on it, and look at this, Venu trying to take me out. No, he didn't mean to, I don't think, but obviously you can do that anyway. But I got a racket on it, but I couldn't get it back into play. It would have been great if I could have. That's a good serve by me there. Venu saying, yeah, good serve. Serve volley here again by me. Volley this time isn't good enough. Venu gets to the drop shot, then I go to try and nick it down the line. Venu lobs me, and I get there, but I mean, it's a terrible attempt to hit over my shoulder. So disappointing. Now this is the tiebreaker. These are some points on the tiebreaker. I mean, look at that. I should make that return. That was one love, the first point. I don't think all the points are tiebreaker in here, but I can tell you relatively what's going on. That is the second point. Good serve and forehand by me, 1-all. And then the third point Venu won, so this is at 2-1 on Venu's serve. And you can see him. Look at that. I mean, starting taking the point with the forehand, and then I trying to open up cross court to step on the front foot, but didn't give myself enough margin. I miss it, and again I get another forehand. This time into it, and my hands on my hips, and I think I'm 4-1 down here. Actually, I would have been 5-1 down. That's a good serve on the tee by me though, so 5-2. And we get into a rally here. And I think Venu ends up winning this one. Let's see, forehand cross. Then I go forehand into the net. And Venu takes the first set in the tiebreaker. This is the start of the second set now. And he played a much better tiebreaker than me. I made a lot of errors, especially on my forehand. This is better for me on return, and I win the first point. Well, actually, I think Venu said that's out. So maybe that was the last one of the tiebreaker. But either way, yeah, I mean, proving my point about a lot of errors in my forehand, the tiebreaker. He played a lot tighter tiebreaker, a more consistent and solid. And that is the first point. This one of the second set. Good forehands by me, put away in the end. Composure. Venu saying that return is just wide on my forehand side. Venu though, I think in the start of the second set started serving more into my forehand, which is probably not the best choice. You can see he started to take the points a little bit at the start of the second set. He did well to serve to my backhand a lot in the first set, and frustration by me after losing the first set, and then in this return game, poorly executed drop shot into the net, bounced my racket, frustration. That's a good return by me, but Venu sticking in the rally here nicely. You can see just staying in there, knows what he needs to do, to wait for his opportunity, but actually I do well there. I approach the net, put the volley away in the end. So pretty good for me. And Venu here coming forward again to the right idea. Let's see, do I lob him? No. A bit of a miss hit there from Venu, but he'll take it. He obviously just tried to hit a drive volley there, and it kind of just drops in. It does enough, and another forehand missed by me into the net this time. So a lot of forehands missed in this hit, in this set and a half that we played. This one's better though, good serve and then forehand put away. And that's my real weapon, right? My serve and my forehand. They're most people's weapons, I guess, who are more aggressive players. And my touch, I would say as well. I think I've got a good drop shot. And there, that was a weird one. It's good forehands traded by both of us, and then Venu hit a forehand. I don't know when he missed it a little bit, but it stayed so low over the net. I thought it was going to go into the net. It was so flat, so I just couldn't sight it, couldn't track the ball, and it ended up being a winner because of it, and that's a good into and forehand by Venu, latching onto a short ball, put it away. Should have done better. I think I should have got a racket on that. I'm not obviously the quickest, but my movement on a tennis court is normally okay. I'm volleying here, not a very good volley, and Venu should make me pay. And he goes long with a forehand, so I get away with that. Really, it was a pretty good point from Venu in terms of depth and quality of ball. That's a good set out wide by me. It's an ace. Venu going wide. Venu also hates the roof because sometimes on my serve he'll just try and lob it up when I'm serving big, and sometimes he'll hit the roof instead, and he's adamant it's going to go in. That's an ace by me out wide from the juice side, so serving quite well at the start of the second set. And Venu here serving to my backhand. It's a decent return. Venu does well there. Look at that backhand on the line, but I do well that forehand cross court. Venu sticks in, and then I go down the line with the forehand, comes to the net. It's the perfect thing to do. It's the right choice when my volley goes long, so frustrating for me, but a pretty good point from both of us. Good serve into Venu's body there from the ad side, so 3-point unreturnable, and then serve into the forehand of Venu coming forward here. Me go forehand cross court. And I think I've crunched that, and I think it's just dropped in. Serve into the back. Look at that return from Venu, it's a good return. But look at the drop shot by me. And then a little lob, and Venu, I think, yeah, he can't get to it. Drop shot was good by me. I read the return, and Venu was hitting some really good cross-court returns from the ad side. On his backhand, and look at his backhand on the line. He's striking his backhand nicely in this hit. Actually, he's arguably got a better backhand than forehand. I mean, look at his backhand here. Not a lot of pace on that one. Not sure, but look at the backhand line to pass me. I mean, that is Federer-esque by him. My approach not good enough. My backhand cross-court approach, really like short. If it's going to be short like that, it has to have a really good angle on it. And it didn't. It sat up nicely, and then he made me pay. Good backhand cross from him there, and then we trade forehand, slice forehand by me, just to give myself a bit of time, and then cramp myself on the forehand, telling myself to move there, screaming at myself, and there's a lot of that for me in this, and I tried not to do that because I think it does end up being more negative and like distracting more than constructive, but sometimes you just, sometimes it does happen, and it doesn't help, no doubt. So some misses there my forehand as we got into rallies, and I'm at the net here, and that's good by me because dinked that approach right to the corner. Only makes it a bit awkward as it just drops over the net, but I hit a nice little half volley backhand. Actually, it's a pretty tricky one. It's not the easiest shot to make. Good serve on forehand there by me as well. But then I think by the end of the second set we had to finish. I think it was on serve. Maybe 3-all, or I don't think I was a break-up actually. So, yeah, I mean it would have been a tight best-of-3 match if we managed to complete it. And I think that return from Venu looks out on camera, but I think he was just in Kips, the outside of the line. Then drop shot by me. I get a bit fortunate, clip the net cord there. So sorry from me. But yeah, as I said, Venu played a much better match. I think tactically he had some clear tactics. Making sure he went to my backhand as much as possible, hitting with good depth, trying to make sure that he's going cross court when it was a ball that he thought, when it was a ball that actually, was a bit hard, is a bit more rushed on, he would then go cross court, go for the safer option, play percentage tennis. And that's a good point as we trade from the baseline, and I've just mishit my forehand cross court. So that's the end of the video. And yeah. Hitting wise, I think, as I was saying, it was a interesting hit to say the least. I think a lot of things for me to work on. Probably, I wouldn't say maybe the worst I've played for maybe a month and a half, 2 months, in all honesty, in terms of consistency. But as I said, definitely someone that down to the level that Venu showed. So that was good. To be pushed and challenged in that way as well, and I think he played some really good tennis at times, and got me stuck into the backhand to backhand exchanges, especially from the ad court, and made me second guess whether I was going to have time to run around my backhand and try and go big on the into and forehand. because if he's hitting his backhand well with a lot of depth and a little bit of pace and shape on it, then it means I don't have as much time to run around it, and I have to then commit onto my backhand. So, and when that does happen, yes, obviously he will win more points, but eventually what ends up happening as we play more and more, my backhand then gets shored up, and it helps me against other people as well. So yeah, a pretty decent hit. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe for me. If you've listened all the way to the end of this video, you are very, very impressive. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you very soon.